Hi, this is Cycle 1, Week 10 Science Owl Pellets. This is going to be a lot like the crayfish last week. It's pretty easy, but I'm just going to go over some of the stuff, the information beforehand. If you want to restructure yours like Holly did last week, I thought that actually was really great with the 5 steps and the identifying. I did not do that in this, and I did not redo it, but I thought that was great, Holly, of how you broke that down. I will talk about what I did and what I have in front of you. So just a little bit of background, that what you're dissecting, I think I kind of talked about this in Boxer, but it's, so birds don't have teeth. And so if they don't have teeth, how do you eat your food and how do you break it down? And a lot of these birds eat their food whole. And so what happens is you can use this picture, the birds, sorry, I have to look at it. The birds take it down into the trachea and they bring it down into their gizzards and all around. And what happens is that they actually, this proventric, sorry, whatever that word is right there, we don't have that. And what they do is they actually bring it, once it goes through their whole system and they digest what they can, the owls actually take it back up and they spit it out. So it's kind of like throw up is what you're going to dissect, is an owl pellet. And so what happens is when they eat the rodent, when an owl or whoever eats the rodent, they are throwing up the bones and some of the dirt and some of the things that they can't dissect. And so it's not poop, it's actually throw up. If we're going to use like a very technical term on that. So that's just kind of the picture of that. So while owls are, their insides are kind of like ours, they digest the food the way that we do, they have that extra thing that allows them to throw up a fully processed thing. We have a throw up, but it's the same way that our food goes down. They actually have a separate release valve, if you want to say. So you get to sing the rap song from Cycle 3, Week 6. What are some types of the digestive system? Some types of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, and you can use this picture for that one. And then some types of consumers are herbivore, carnivore, omnivore. So you're just going to dissect the pellet. I also, sorry, I should have told you. I have these pictures. I don't think there's enough. I'll see if I can make some copies today and get those for tomorrow. But these are just copies. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make a few copies and everyone can kind of pick a few and glue them in their journals. Instead of this whole entire sheet in a journal, I'm just going to make some copies and I'm going to cut a few out. And so every kid can take one, whichever one's their favorite. But what you're supposed to talk about is like how their beaks look different because they eat different things. So the eagle has a sharp beak because he rips apart his food. This guy digs into the sand. This guy, the pelican, goes in water and scoops up. So all of their beaks are very specific to what they do and how they eat their food. So that's that. Okay, so your owl pellet is kind of like the crayfish. I don't know if it's real or not. There's rumors that it might not be. If it's not, you're probably going to find more of a whole entire bone system in there. You're going to be able to find more bones and a more complete animal, because chances are in the wild you might find 5 little pieces of one thing of 5 different animals, but none of something else. There is a bone identification sheet in your science kits. I'm sorry I don't have that with me, but there is a sheet that your kids are going to be able to identify. So they can draw that in their science journals. They can draw the pellet. Before you get into the pellet, look at it. I think I have on here, see what size it is, see what it looks like, because you can actually analyze the outside of it to pretend like you can figure out where it comes from. We're not really going to know. But, if there's more rocks or dirt, or if there's more needles or those kinds of things, you can tell what region it's coming from. I don't have that knowledge, but someone that did have that knowledge could know that. And then So inside, you're gonna find some bones and they're gonna draw them and they're gonna do whatever. You might want to take, I don't know how hard these things are gonna be. It does say maybe to take a little bit of water and like soak them in that. So if I think about it, I will bring some sponges so you can kind of just have a mom 5 minutes before or something soak them a little bit. I think that'll just make them fall apart better and hopefully keep the bones more intact is the goal of that, rather than taking this dry piece and kind of crumbling it, and these bones are of the mouse or whatever are really small. So you're just supposed to identify, and I did not order gloves, so if you want those, good luck. Or just wash your hands and just let kids do it, and it's okay. Just tell them it's fake, even if it's not. Just tell them it's fake. Then they'll be okay. Granted, my kids are right across from me doing school, listening, and I'm telling them that. That's okay. And okay, so food chain, dissecting, they eat stuff, they throw it up. That's kind of it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will cut out some birds for you so you can put them in your science journals, and I will bring sponges I will bring 3 sponges, 1 for each class, to make your pellets a little bit softer. Make sure you have all of your stuff from last week. If you happen to throw out some of those, or the kit does not have them, just throw in some toothpicks. That's all you need. And then like a paper plate or a tin foil or whatever you're going to do it on. All right. Good luck.